This this button? I got some of the cameras, some of the players, but not all the cameras and all the players all the time. What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday night, and we're gonna play some D&D. Chris's Strahd session 11. Today's September 3rd, 2024. And if you had a 3-day weekend, you're still a little behind, like we are, right? Like tomorrow I'll catch up, but today I was like, just wanted to go home. That's what
5 days.
happened. I went home at like 2. So I got a little nap in and some euros. hmm hmm
Nice.
So Gorvidal is filling in for Marbania, who had a scheduled day off or whatever he's doing. I don't know. But Svenster couldn't make it tonight because of family. You know, when you have family, stuff happens. So I suppose somebody can pick up his character. Um, And the only person that's not going to have to do it is Gorvidal because he's a visitor. We can't make Gorvidal play 2 characters. That would just be wrong. Well, it looks
I don't
like,
even know how to play the one
Looks
that I'm
like it's
playing
me.
now.
right?
I
Well,
You have
thought
to
that
release
was
him.
thought it was a one at first.
just play a big dumb Goliath and you got it. With a club foot. Pretty much. Pretty
Yeah,
much
you
where.
just play
Still
Javelda's
running that
mount and
pack.
you're fine.
Well, let's bring over the
Plus you
table.
still got that evil eye curse.
All right, so you guys, last we left off, you guys were at the St. Andrew's Church in Valaki. Gorvino, have you played Curse of Strahd?
Nope.
Nope. All right. So the characters have traveled. Here, I'll give you the the Barovian map. There you go. So you guys started off on the east side of the map, all the way where Wheezy's at. Hey, what's up, Weed Whacker? Um, and you visited the village of Barovia, where you were asked to um, bring Irina Coliani from the village of Barovia to a safe spot. And the first place you got to is Valaki. Because the big bad guy up in the castle up there keeps biting her with his vampiric fangs.
Jerk.
Jerk. Some of the details might need to be worked out amongst yourselves there, but that's just the overview. So you arrived in Valaki and they're like, no, go away. And you're like, no, we're coming in. And somehow you guys got in. You went to the Burgermeister, and the Burgermeister pretty much said, it's the law to be happy here. And if you're not happy and you instigate not being happiness, then you get put in the stocks. Or even worse if it happens more often. And so you guys spent one evening in the Blue Water Inn that's in Valaki. So let me give you the Valaki map, which is this one, just so everybody's got the maps. And the Blue Water Inn was this building in the middle. I even got them pinned with some images to preview now. Well, I always thought that why couldn't they just take the green pin that I have and you hover over it, says Blue Water Inn on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same when you hovered over it. Why couldn't we just right click that and say leave on? And they have labels.
That's an upcoming feature.
I know,
Labels.
I told them how to do it. Just leave it on. It's it. All you gotta do is just they get. I mean, you can't change the color and font and all that crap, but It's the beginning of
that's
labels.
one of the future things is adding text labels to maps.
You know, it's going to be some convoluted way to
I
do
think
it
it's
where
just
you
going to
gotta
be a map layer.
better not have to go look for A and B and type all this shit out with assets. I'll be mad.
No, no, it'd be like a map
You gotta
layer where you can
drag
just
them
click
onto
and
the.
type
You
it
gotta
in.
drag them onto the image, all the letters, and.
Each letter one at a time. Like I've been doing numbering on maps. Where you
Yeah,
drag the numbers
exactly.
over.
I mean, you can make labels now technically with letters, right? You just make an image and.
They're annoying, yeah.
All right, so you guys decided to go over to the church, the St. Andrew's Church, and have you guys got to look at the maps there? So this is the church that you guys are in currently. The image. And here's the map. That image might take a moment to load.
What are you talking about? It popped right up.
Well,
Right? I got it.
for Glory
Yeah.
Doll.
Because we all loaded it
Oh, it
last
popped.
week.
It popped in right off the bat for me.
It's because you're the only one that didn't have it loaded. It was like, BAM!
Last week he's trying to shove it to all 5 of us at once.
And there was probably the spinster in the middle somewhere going, dee dee dee. All right, so
Still on dial-up.
the module recommends that you reuse the map from the Barovian village church for this one. And I'm like, that's lazy. If that's the case, then just sketch it or something. I don't know. But
Did the
somebody.
priest cast rope trick here?
No, that's the there's a bell tower, and
The-
that's the bell rope.
It looks like somebody cast rope
Right?
trick.
It's just
And
it's like
climb
a
up
little.
into it and hide.
It's like his little what is the office in the church called? The vestibule?
The vestibule,
Yeah, it's his.
vestry, or
Yeah, something like that. All right, so since last session, the map has been given some line of sight and lighting, and the Father Lucian has been given some artwork.
nice. Father Lucifer.
You need a scene change, Drake.
Oh yeah, thank you. All these maps have been shared. Tim can't see
Oh,
shit.
nobody can see them.
It's
Father
only
Lucifer.
it's only Tim in the chat and us. I mean, my massive following, my recording device. That's what it is. That's what Twitch is, and YouTube is my storage device. It's works out well. So yeah, Father Lucian Petrovna. Also, aka the brother of the Burgermeister's sister. Or Burgermeister's wife. I'm sorry. The Burgermeister's wife. That's the brother.
I'm gonna say the brother of his sister is that him?
the, the brother of his wife. Just to be clear. There's no sister here. And he's kind of explained a little bit about Falaki and the Burgermeister. But he also pulled Search and Destroy aside in private and told him something in confidence. Do you remember what that was, Caesar?
Yep. Somebody stole some bones, sacred
Mhm.
bones.
Yeah, the bones of Saint Andrew that protected this church and the surrounding area.
Raise the bones.
But he only told that to Search and Destroy at the moment. There are other people in the church, not just you guys. There's like some commoners and stuff milling about. doing the church isn't really like in sermon or anything, but people come and go. They say their prayers and then they leave. But the bulk of his sermons are at night because a lot of
Does
people
he
come here and
preach sermons about how to be happy or how to fake it?
yes, there is the whole several sermons about how to fake being happy. Mhm.
Does it involve a lot of the sacramental wine?
Yes, and that is also a concern of
They're running out.
that they're running out of wine. That's a concern everywhere, which is also a concern. But Father Lucian does ask you, um, what else can the Church of St. Andrew's do for you this evening other than keeping your head dry out of the rain?
Well, we asked him about the butler and the maid, right?
Yeah, he didn't. He heard of them missing, but he doesn't know anything. He said to speak with the captain of the guard, Isaac. But you guys already know that Isaac was put in charge of the investigation.
He's the one with the creepy hand, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the one that
Little
has a
shriveled old hand.
no. It's not shriveled. And it shoots fire. So you
Demon
haven't
hand.
you haven't met him yet. You haven't run into him yet. There are some like if you get to this location, then this happens places. So you're not really on a timeline at the moment. Like things are happening in the background, but your characters aren't on the timeline. I mean, quite honestly, this place does feel a lot more secure to you than Barovia Village, the village of Barovia.
Seems like a good place to dump Irina.
Yeah, there's also, I remember you got Freak, the little kid, with you too.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, Arena said she was gonna take care of him, right? So
right.
She was gonna adopt him or something.
yeah, we don't
Well,
have to worry about him.
she,
Make pies out of him or something.
I don't think she wants to
Whatever,
breastfeed
that's
him
fine.
for the rest of her life or whatever, but
I don't think he's that young, is he?
he wouldn't mind being breastfed
Hey.
by her.
Well, I thought we didn't want to leave her here because it would draw Strahd to the city or something like that.
Well,
A city problem.
I don't think you want the city to find out who she is. Like, hey, Strahd is looking for this chick. She's number one on his hit list. Let's take her to Vallaki and put her inside.
Potentially a
I don't
turned.
think that's a conversation you want to have. No, she's actually much better now that she's gotten a rest.
Okay.
I mean, you guys don't know what her normal self was like, but she seems very recovered.
Anemia is clearing up.
She's like sharp-tongued, right on point with any nobility and royalty and you know courtesy, stuff like that. And Ismark is pretty well versed in it too, but he keeps his mouth shut a lot.
Yeah, so we tell Ismark to keep an eye on her. If she starts going back to the, whatever, then we'll have to come back and take her further to whatever the next town was that we were going to look at. Although, I don't think physical distance is going to make much of a difference to a vampire.
Well, it depends on how physical the distance it gets.
Well, I mean, a place like that's protected from vampires is a pretty good start. Like where
Yeah.
this place is supposed to be.
She could hang out in the basement of this church, right?
But the bones are gone, right? So and that was
So we gotta
protecting
go
the church.
find the bones.
Yeah,
Well,
something like that.
Your characters don't know that, but Search and Destroy does.
Right.
Oh, I'd definitely tell him when I had a chance.
Oh, nice. So He like, Psh, come here, guy. Do you tell Irina and Ismark too? And
No, just our little group.
just your little group. So you guys have a little huddle up over here in the corner. And he
No,
says,
after we leave.
"Oh, after you leave? All right.
Yeah.
Well, what are we gonna do before you leave?"
I mean, did he tell you anything about like where the bones are supposed to be or who stole them, or are we just
Yeah.
blind? It got stolen.
He told me the dudes, uh,
Or where they got stolen from.
the young kid that worked at the church with him, said he could have been the only one.
The altar boy stole it.
Yeah.
He said that um he mentioned the bones under the or down in the crypt to Yezik, the altar boy,
Yeah, it was just them two knew
like a
about the bones.
like a month ago. Now remember, you're not giving the rest of the party any information to ask the priest if you don't tell him until after you leave. So
Well, I
you're on
mean,
your own to ask him any questions, other questions.
if there's a quiet place we could talk, let's go. There's got to be that office trap door, right?
I mean, freaking, if Grim stands up and yawns a little bit, all these commoners are gonna leave. At least momentarily.
Try to stretch him out.
So
a
you
little bit, huh?
guys, there's like a couple of, there's like a little office, like you guys could go into if you want some privacy.
Yeah, a little back
Father
room.
Lucian says, "Please come with me," and he brings you back into his little office. It's this way. So you guys can go in the little office back there and
Well,
have all the
Kenya will pee
private.
on one of the pews to claim it. Oh, can you release Real Kenya? I don't have access to the character sheet.
Oh yeah, that might help.
There's no light in this room.
Sorry, he forgot to bring a torch. Can you bring one?
Grimtooth's going in there. Somebody light a candle to clear the smell out.
I'm releasing
No, could make it
Relkenya.
worse.
All right, Relkenya's released.
Got it.
All right,
And got an
so
error.
Ismark and got an error.
A level XP automation. Attempt to compare string with a number. It's nothing about it.
All right, so now what do you want to ask of Father Lucien? Now that you got him alone, he looks a little nervous. He's like, "Did you want to? Do you want to know where the tithe box is at? Why are we? What are we all doing in here?"
What
Yeah.
would? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah. What are we here for, Sir Chan?
Oh yeah, well, I'd tell him a story about the stolen bones, and I would ask him why would was it Isaac? Is that who stole them?
Yesik. No, Yeska.
Yes,
He says
yes.
he doesn't think Yeska stole them. He says, but he did tell Yeska about them.
Well, Yiska could have told somebody else.
Right. What would
Yeah.
they need the bones for?
Well, Yeska hangs around at the orphanage, and that's where Milovich also grew up at the orphanage, but he's too old now to be at the orphanage. He really should be at the orphanage, but he's just too old. And the father's like, I don't like talking to that kid. He's got a bad temper and he's really strong. And he carries a shovel.
So does Grimtooth. He's big, strong.
Yeah, I
He knows
wouldn't
how to
Um,
carry a shovel.
I wouldn't ask him if he stole something either.
almost as dumb as a box of rocks.
And he says,
He
also
makes good pac-man.
where the bones were kept, it looked like the boards were pried up with a shovel. That's the other reason I think it was
Okay.
Milosh.
So the boards were pried up. What were the bones doing in this hole? Just being laid to
They're in
rest,
a
or
they're in a holy
they're
crypt underneath the church that's been here for.
do they do anything, or is it just an old dead
There's
set
a
of bones?
powerful spell that's when the bones are put inside the crypt, um, make the whole area hollow.
Okay.
Like a big old bless spell.
Big old empty inside.
Well, hollow also keeps undead from entering, especially when you has worded the bones specifically. But
Hmm.
he says no one knows. No, I've told no one that the bones are missing.
How would we identify the bones? Is there any distinctive
There's a
markings, or did
they're
they?
wrapped
Yeah.
they're wrapped in Morning Lord vestments that are very old, and
Okay.
the the bones are all dyed. The tips are all dyed gold.
Okay. Dyed gold, or like overlaid, inlaid with gold,
Uh,
like
the
plated,
the the gold is just painted on. It's not
painted on.
real.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not real gold. Like yellow paint, basically. I've touched them up before.
You've polished the bone.
I gave you the quest, right?
I think you
Did you?
did.
Let's check.
Raise the bone.
Because Zach did a good job on quests in this module. There's all kinds of quests. I don't know if it was written that way.
I don't see the bones one.
I'm looking. Quests.
I see Irwin's wine, deliver Irina, help Irina, bury, missing staff,
You
return
guys got a
children.
bunch of
Alright.
quests already. You just got here.
Yeah,
What the hell?
we're just collecting the quests, and then we'll leave.
I
He's now
know, we got
uncompleted.
quest log gets full. You're like, crap, we got to dump something. Let's dump the Irina one. We don't want to escort her no more. You know how sucky the escort quests always were,
How much XP
They're
can we get
always
for killing
terrible.
her?
right? Her and Ismark, probably a lot. Ismark's pretty baller.
Wait till he goes to sleep.
I don't even know which one I'm looking for here. There's so many of them.
Saint Andrew, something bones.
Yeah, but these are like take my, save this, rescue that, recover. All right.
Kill
It's kind
Milovich.
of, oh, here it is. Find.
Burn down Valaki.
That's got to be worth a ton of experience.
Yeah,
A whole village?
yeah.
Yeah, go right to level 20.
Skip everything on the way.
Does share?
Find the bones. Yep.
Yes.
All right, yeah, so Father Lucian from St. Andrew's Church told us that until recently the area was protected from vampire attacks by the bones of St. Andrew. However, a few days ago the bones were stolen. The only person that Lucian told of the bones' existence is Yeska the altar boy. He has admitted that he told someone, but won't divulge a name. He'd be very grateful if the bones could be returned, and Father Lucian suspects Marnovich, but has not questioned him. Let me give you that.
Can
guy's...
we talk to the kid, Yeska? Try to persuade him or intimidate him into revealing?
He says that Yeska is an orphan and lives at the orphanage.
All right, that works. We can go talk to.
Orphanage? You have a kid with you. Orphanage?
Yeah, we'll drop him off. Irina, you can be a teacher.
Too.
You can apply for a job there.
I'm trying to copy something, but my brain just stopped. This is the kid that digs graves. His name. I just wanted to post it for you. Milo.
Milivaj?
We'll call
Milivaj.
him. We'll call him Milo.
Millie.
Millie Vanilli?
Yeah.
He doesn't talk much. He just moves his lips.
He just lip syncs.
There, I just added his name. Because he's got a shovel. That's the main reason he's suspect. That somebody used a shovel to pry open the boards in the graveyard. That there's a lot of shovels around. Just saying, it's a little sketchy, but
I don't know. That's enough evidence for me. Let's string him
Yeah.
up.
I don't need anymore.
Let's go find this
Where's
kid.
the-
Where's he at? We don't know where he's
Where's
at.
the town bonfire? Gonna burn him at the stake.
Burn him at the Festival of the Blazing Sun, right?
Yeah, there you go.
That's coming up. Well, there's a lot that pivots on that day. So whenever you guys are ready for it, I'm all up. It could happen tonight tomorrow. No, it's still like a couple days away. So you guys got a little bit of time here. All right, so Father Lucian, he says, please don't let the town know. The burgomaster, I think they would panic. See if you could find the bones first.
I thought nobody knew about the bones.
That's what he's saying. He says don't tell nobody.
So how would they panic if they found out about bones if they didn't know they existed?
If somebody tells them that the bones were stolen to protect the church and the town from vampires, they would panic.
Only if they knew there were bones to begin with.
Well, that's the same thing. You're telling them that they're no longer protected.
Some
That's
bones
the panic
you didn't know
part.
were there got stolen. Okay.
The reason you were safe got stolen.
All right, let's go kill Milivaj.
Let's go talk to the kid.
So you guys are going over
Wait,
to the orphanage?
Which kid? Geska or Milivaj? Which one are we going after?
The
Yes.
Milivaj. The one with the
Well,
Oh, you
talk
know-
to Yeska first.
You don't know
We
where
gotta get a
Milivaj
confirmation.
lives.
Well, we'll go shake
Okay.
it out of Yeska then.
We'll go make him
Yeska.
happy.
Go find Yeska.
Put a smile on his face.
All right, so what time of day is it? Like, it's still morning time, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, you guys got up and you came right over here after your long rests.
If we
So
run
let's
into
say it's like
this guy
10.
will bug him too.
Let's say it's like 10 o'clock or something. It's only took you an hour to come over to the church and get a quest. Do some praying. And do you guys tell Ismark and Irina that you guys are going to the orphanage?
Well, we can ask them if they want to come along, right?
They
Or
can
they can
s-
stay here.
Maybe drop off the kid.
They would
Yeah, see
love
if they wanna-
to see if Freak can join the other children at the orphanage.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
See if they make pies.
All right, so as you guys head out of the church and head down to the orphanage, which is curiously unknown to you guys, the location, You see Father Lucian locking up the church as you guys get down onto the driveway and stuff. And
Locking it up.
he says, yes, yes, I'm taking you to the orphanage. It's right over here across the street, the St. Andrew's orphanage. Yeah, I have an office there.
It's in the back half of the building.
It's in the Undercroft.
We're under a different business license. We're taxed different.
It's under the Undercroft. We also have a franchise in Village of Barovia. Father, I'm hungry, Father.
What about all the people you just locked inside?
Yeah,
Eh,
there was
they
a
can
whole
starve.
church full.
No, I made them leave. They're all coming out too.
He pulled a Jesus and pulled out the whip and started whipping them and get out of the church.
They'll return when sermon starts this evening.
Church is over.
Get out. That's what I said. These people are.
No religion for you.
They're only here to see the Father, anyways. If he's leaving, we have work to tend to. Come back, he says. And don't be poking around underneath the altar there with the shovels. Just leave the shovels outside. All right,
Don't go
so
into the basement and find the other vampires down there.
let's see. The orphanage. What the?
What Rokenya does when one of the orphan kids steps on his tail.
So you guys go over to the St. Andrew's Orphanage. Is located in the southwest part of Alaki, near the town's old walls. The orphanage is nestled in a quiet corner close to now the Church of St. Andrew's. It's actually right across the street, making it somber and somewhat eerie place, yet filled with echoes of children's laughter. So the orphanage is a 3-story stone building with weathered, time-worn appearance. The structure is sturdy but shows signs of neglect, with ivy creeping up the walls and the roof tiles faded and cracked. A small fenced yard in the front of the building serves as play area for children, with a few old toys scattered around. As you're led inside of the area, I'm going to put you guys over here and give you this map. This is not part of Curse of Strahd.
So the horse with this too, huh?
The horse and the wagon. Or cart. You guys get a cart. I don't have no line of sight or nothing on, so here I can unlock your tokens if you want to move around a little bit. So as you guys go inside the orphanage, you can see a couple of kids milling about, and you hear Father Lucian. He says, uh, Miss Claudia, Miss Claudia, and you hear, here I am, as Miss Claudia Belasco is the head mistress. She comes into the foyer. She's got like a baby under one arm and a bottle on the other, and a definitely looks like she's taking care of kids. And she snaps her fingers and she says, "You boys, you quit playing and go do your chores." And the kids listen to her. They go running off. As you guys come in, and he says, "I'm just the Father Lucian. I'm just an NPC, and I really shouldn't be talking all this much. So I'm going to let you talk to these guys." And he points to you guys, and he steps off and goes into his office. She says, "Well, aren't you a bit old for a orphanage? What do we have back there? I see a chubby young boy."
I'm not a
Yeah.
boy.
He's a freak.
I'm not a boy. Oh, no, behind that.
That.
Yeah, that's a freak. His name is Freak.
No, she was.
Name.
The little kid's like scared. His eyes are all big. He's like hiding behind Arena's leg. She's like, "It's okay. It's okay. She's lovely. She's a lovely lady." She's got a big wart on her chin.
It's
As long
hidden
as
by
it's not
her
on the side of her
immaculate
nose.
beard.
What's up, Simbarchi? No, we're talking about the headmistress' wart, not
Oh.
yours.
Okay.
She just has a few hairs hanging out of hers.
It's okay, Freak. There's other kids to play with here.
She's like, "Yes, freak, you go and play over there with those toys." And he looks up at you like, "What does that mean?" Toys. He starts looking at these things like the first thing he picks up is like a little musical ding 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 ding.
Organ grinder boxes.
Jack in the Box scares the shit out of him, scars him for life. Runs under the
Right?
stairs.
Those things are terrifying.
And especially like Curse of Strahd,
Yeah, it's a little vampire that pops up.
Blinsky's toys. Yeah, there's like little fangs come out. Rah!
Guy with an axe. Vamp or werewolf.
Caesar's gotta go AFK again. It's okay, we're just listening here. I got here as soon as I wanted to. That's lies. You wanted to be here all day long. You just got here when you got here. That's the difference. All right, so obviously Miss Claudia is a busy woman, so she sent
So where's the kid?
she sent him over there to play, and she's like, "What kid? Which one? What have they done now?"
Yes, Yeska?
Robot.
Yeska. Yeska. He was here this morning with that girl that doesn't belong here.
It's already a bad combo.
She's
Who's
like,
this
talk
girl?
to we gotta talk to these two over here. She goes gets a couple of kids and she comes back. She says, "Do you know where Yeska's at?" And they both shake their head. No. And she says, "One of them knows something, I can tell." "Oh, this baby needs to be changed. Would you mind changing the baby or questioning these two kids?"
Press the digitation.
She's like,
Clean that poop right up.
she's like, "All right, I guess I'll NPC myself against myself." She says, "Because you didn't hesitate on changing the baby diaper. Where was that spell when you had kids, right?"
No kidding.
Right? Oh my
man.
gosh.
That would have been
I mean,
that mending.
right?
So many things.
Saying silence. I mean,
Oh.
my dad actually had a good spell. It was called Stifle. And the negative outcome of Stifle was his massive hand on your ass if he got lucky and you weren't squirming around.
Yeah.
Although
Spoons from
I
Margaret.
always chose a whipping from my dad than my mom because my mom would go to town. She just
Mine like to use spoons and spatulas.
Wooden spoon.
My mom was famous for whatever was convenient at the moment.
Yeah, that's why it was the wooden spoon for my mom. 'Cause she spent most of her time in the kitchen.
Do you know how hard a phone receiver is back in the day when it was just...
Oh, with the cord.
Don't interrupt her on the phone. You...
And then you better not break the phone with your head, so
No way. No way.
then that's another one.
You can run that thing over with a car probably and it would just go...
You
Was
can
it a
talk about the
Nokia?
old fake lights.
Yeah, the old bake light.
Fake light phones.
I remember Kmart had a blue light special thing,
Yeah,
and
mage hand.
you could mage hand a diaper. Enter
Yeah, just
a drawing for $50 gift certificate, and you can enter it as many times as you want. My brother was over there filling out his little tickets for like 20 minutes, and I just put one in. Like I just dropped one in. Went about my business. They did a drawing and call. We had dinner, and whoever they called didn't come get their thing, so they're like, okay, we're gonna do another drawing. So we went up to the front. We're like, all right, wait for this next drawing, right? So we're all standing around. The guy comes around with a basket and he like puts it in front of me and says, okay, draw a name out. So I'm like 10, right? Now maybe 12, and I reach in and I pull out my own freaking name. $50. They didn't believe me. I was like, ah. So I
you
bought this.
watched me pull it.
The whole story is I bought this cordless phone radio combo thing, and I still have it.
That's awesome.
It's not Bakelite, but it was my. I didn't even have a phone line in my bedroom, and I got this thing.
Just listen to the dial tone.
Well, I had a double alarm and a radio. It was the shiznick. It's all digital. So they don't know where Yeska's at. They say that Yeska was hanging around with some girl that they don't know who the girl is, but she's got dark skin and she keeps her cloak up a lot.
All right. Do you know
Um,
where Yeska likes to hang out? Someplace we could check out?
Or where this girl likes to hang out.
Yeah.
Her name's one of the kids says her name's Arabelle. Arabelle?
Arabelle. She
I think that's her name.
hanging out in the closet under the stairs or
Yeah,
something.
Arabelle. And
Playing doctor.
so who's questioning these little kids now that the baby diaper's clean? I can't question myself. It's not fun.
I would assume it's Sir-Chan, because he's the most charismatic of all of us. And the rest of us would probably scare the crap out of him.
Right. And he cares about the bones the most. So.
Yeah. Because
And he's just getting
Javelda
back.
would just be rude.
There he
He's
is.
been AFK.
I know. I
He
just got
doesn't-
back. Not
All right,
feeling
so
Speaking of kids.
like the bottom end.
Huh?
Or
No,
a-
nauseous.
Oh
Nauseous.
yeah. So the headmistress at the orphanage got two kids that you guys are questioning about Yeska, and they say Yeska's not here. Yeska and some new girl that doesn't belong to the orphanage named Arabella have
Arabelle.
been hanging out.
How
And the-
old is Arabella? I mean, are we talking like
27?
15,
27?
300?
27.
She's an elf.
So she's
she's
a young elf.
107. No. You're
a
asking these little
dark
kids
elf.
how she's like. They're like 12, 14, maybe.
Like,
They're guessing.
Around your age? Or
Well,
no, she's
Yeska's
older?
Yeska's 8, but she's older than Yeska. So they're guessing like 12 or 13, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll ask these little kids, where do they like to go? What do they like to do? Where is she from? I'm sure she's told you
One of the
guys
little
more.
kids says that he thinks that Yeska was showing Arabelle around town yesterday, but they haven't seen either one of them today. Since yesterday. No one's seen them since yesterday.
Did Jessica Arabella tell you where she's from? Where did they meet? Did they tell you anything?
They just came through yesterday and he showed her the orphanage and then they left to the next place.
You don't know where they were going next, do you?
They talked about going to see the tavern, the Blue Water Inn.
Did Jessica seem like he knew Arabella from before, or did they just meet?
No, all the other kids think she's new. She's new to town. There's strangers in town. They thought that she might be with you guys. The strangers. You guys came into town yesterday.
So Jessica didn't tell you he knew her.
No, he didn't know her. They're sure that she's new in town.
Why would Jessica want to show her around town?
She's pretty.
He's smitten.
She's very smart, one of the kids says. Yeah, she knows a lot.
Hey, do you guys know if Jessica has any little secret hiding places?
They're like, Yeska? He has a
Yeah,
bunk.
like
You go
Where's
check
his
his
favorite
bunk
makeout
bed.
spot?
He's 8.
yeah, where's he sleep?
He's got a bunk bed.
Can you show us?
Sure, they take you to Yeska's bunk bed. Which one's Yeska's? Must be upstairs somewhere. It's this one right here. I don't know.
We'll
We get that
investigate
far.
it.
Yeah,
So
let's
what-
check it out.
Yeah.
It's
Search
the one
under
over
the
here in the
mattress.
cobweb room.
Find
Why is there
anything?
cobweb?
Nice.
Oh, we don't go in there. Those kids have been dead a long time. Don't go in that room.
That's
The
where we keep the
spiders
bones of
are-
all the previous orphans.
The spiders are feasting. So, looking through Yeska's stuff, it doesn't look like he... You go through his trunk and you don't find any bones. You find your typical 8-year-old orphan's toys, right? And clothes and
So, like,
drawings, like some sketches and drawings of stuff. A few... there's a church and there's a house and there's the coffin
So-
maker shop
No clues
and
on
the toy
where he might
store.
have hidden the bones.
No, nothing. Nothing that isn't an obvious picture.
Yeah, so we gotta go look around town then.
Yeah. We gotta
Check
go
out
look.
the toy shop.
If Jessica
Yeah.
comes back,
Let's go find the toy shop. Kids like toys.
Yeah, it
it's a
doesn't
good
look
idea.
like Yeska took his stuff with him, or whatever, right? It didn't look
so
like
he's bound to come back.
We have a description of Yeska, right? Not just his name. So that we could describe him to somebody else.
Well, your characters didn't specifically. The players didn't ask for that information.
Well,
But we
now
could
we can ask.
assume that your characters did. We could assume that your characters
They're smart.
smarter than. than the
Than
players.
we are.
Yeah.
They're better at this
Yeah,
than we are.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know
Javelda's
if
definitely smarter than the person playing her.
I know if my character has a 10 intelligence, he's got me beat. So, I mean,
Javelda's got a 20, so
right? I mean, that's like Einstein.
she's
It's
got the
like
whole party beat.
it's like you're talking about if you increase your speed, time goes by slower. That's the discussion
Mhm.
that I was watching today. So when you approach light speed, time stops.
Yep. Yep.
So when you look at a star and you see its photon, it's the first time the photon has ever been here instantaneously.
From the photon's perspective, it
Yeah.
is born and is emitted and absorbed in the exact same instant because time does not pass for the photon.
That just seems wrong. That how does Star Trek do it then, bitches? Oh,
They cheat.
I know. They do a warp bubble. A warp bubble.
Yeah, but they do it for fun, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. Hmm. There might be a. We could be the most advanced species in the universe, which is pretty sad. Pretty
It's a terrifying
impossible.
proposition either
Pretty
way.
impossible, but
Yeah.
it could be true. It could be. But as old as the universe is, probably not.
13
All right.
billion years and we're the only ones? Not a good track record.
There was some slow amoebas for a long time somewhere, like matter, just oozing somewhere for a long time. All right, so you get a description of Yeska, and this is what he looks like.
Oliver Twist.
Well, his last name is Twist. He's like, more, please, sir. I mean,
Please, may I have another?
good DMs include art like that, right? Took me a few to find it. Do I want to use the new kid or the old kid? And because this is like the original Oliver Twist, black and white.
Nice.
Um, I'll leave that open for you guys for now. So I don't know if that helps you, but there's a portrait above his bed of what he looks like. It's right there. You're like, hey, we didn't ask, but there it is.
We could borrow it and go around town going, "Have you seen this boy?"
Or we could just print his face up on a bunch of milk cartons and distribute them around town.
You could just prejudicination the art too, and just like fucking all the charcoal up, like all gone clean, just an empty canvas.
Yeah.
You go around a museum and do that with like,
Give him
let's
a
see,
beard.
Mona Lisa.
With boogers coming out her nose.
All right, so go around town. Where do you guys want to go next?
Toy shop.
Where?
It's like toys. We'll go to the toy shop.
Oh,
Toy
the
shop.
toy store. All right, I'm gonna take the orphanage away from you. You don't need it anymore right now. Oh, you guys leave um Freak here and Irina and Ismark. Are you guys still having them with you, or do you want them to stay at the church or go back to the inn? What do you guys want?
I'd say leave them at the church.
Yeah, tell him to
Sure.
pray for us.
He even Father Lucian tells them that he can let them stay there. He'll give them some place to sleep. He does whisper back to Search and Destroy. He says, "Now you do know that they're not going to be safe from vampires here for very long if they find out." You know, trying to poke you into hurrying up.
Don't
Yeah, we're
say
looking for the
anything.
kids.
He does look a little nervous about the whole situation. What do I do with the map? This one. All right, so you guys, so this is the orphanage is across the street. So this building across the street. And there's some like couple of fancier mansions and stuff. This is like the old town area. Um, but you guys head into the main part of town and cut down the street over here to Blinsky's Toys. So I don't know if this image is shared or not, but here is Blinsky's Toys from the outside. So you can see the the shop here. It's got like a little portico and little sign out front, a little rocking horse sign, with a bee on it. And flanking the entrance, there's like lead frame windows, arched like lead frame windows that are all dirty, and you can see like toys and stuff inside. And there's a slogan. It's no fun. It's no Blinsky.
This doesn't look like a very fun toy store.
It's got lots
Rocking
of
horse.
fun little sharp toys.
So
Look at all that color, though.
Yeah, everywhere else has been black and white, so.
Right?
I did find a.
Barovia, it's popping.
It's no fun. It's no Blinsky. Jingo. Whoa, a watch streak. So I did find this map for the toy store. It's not. It didn't come with it either.
Can't see anything.
Is
Probably because
it-
we're not on it. Is there line of sight or anything?
Oh yeah, line of sight's turned on. There you guys go. Sorry. Did it show?
Yeah, it popped
Okay.
up.
Yep, got it.
So yeah, you come in. There's like toys all scattered around and stuff, and a heavy set man who wears a moth-eaten jester's cap kind of straightens it out as you guys come in. The little bell rings, and there's like weird squeaky noises and stuff happening. And let's see, do we have an image? We do. We have an image,
Like a floor jack.
and he's got a little monkey that's wearing a tutu that he's kind of looks like it might be trained monkey a little bit. And
We were supposed to
says-
find a guy with a monkey.
he says, "Welcome, friends, to the House of Blinsky, where happiness and smiles can be brought at a bargain prices. Perhaps you know a little child in need of joy, a little toy for a girl or a boy." It's like a prepared speech, you think.
This guy's too much.
He says, I am
Too happy.
Gadolf Blinsky. How can I help you? He's looking
need a
around
couple
nervously.
toys.
Digitate a picture of what's his face, the kid. You seen the kid?
He says, this boy, he come by my shop yesterday with some girl. Abigail, he says. Very, very pretty girl.
What were they
Say
doing?
anything?
They were taking a tour of Valaki. That's what Yeska said.
Did they buy anything?
No, unfortunately, I have not sold a toy all week. Would you perhaps like to buy a toy for a girl or a boy?
Or did the boy show any interest in one of your toys?
No. Perhaps your child would like to buy a toy.
I don't have any.
Right? We gave him away.
That's okay. Some of these toys are good for a boy or a girl. You might need one soon, yes?
What if they're neither?
If they're neither, but they have to be a boy or a girl, or perhaps they could be both, but they can't be neither.
He's got a point.
A,
Yeah, alright. Do you know where else this boy was going?
he says, a tour of Valaki.
Maybe we should buy a
And
toy.
he kind
Maybe
of
we could
swoops his
trade it
hand
for the
like he's
bones.
8. He says, would you like to meet my pet monkey, Piccolo? Piccolo, fetch
Is that a euphemism?
fetch me the the symbols. Piccolo climbs up the shelves and comes back after a little direction of what symbols are. Comes back with the box. Says he is getting very well trained. He looks so good in his ballerina tutu. Yes, he does. So you guys are like looking around the shop, right, Blisky's?
Yeah, what's up with the beheaded dolls?
The toys are some of the toys is a headless doll that comes with a sack of attachable heads, including one with the eyes and mouth stitched shut. Price 9 copper pieces. A miniature gallows, complete with a trapdoor and a weighted hangman, like 9 copper pieces. A set of wooden nesting dolls, like like the little dolls that stack inside of each other. The smaller each one gets, the older it gets until you get to the innermost doll and it's a mummified corpse. 9 copper pieces.
What
I
kind
wouldn't.
of children play with these?
He's like,
Normal kids, don't you think? It's not what normal kids play
he
with.
said, it's no fun. It's no Blinsky. He said, there's a wooden string mobile of hanging bats with flapping wings. The little ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. 9 copper. A
Sounds like
wind-up
everything's
musical
9 copper.
merry-go-round with figures of snarling wolves chasing children in place of prancing horses. Ooh, that one's 9 silver pieces. Ooh. 9 or 18
Pricey.
electrum or whatever it is in electrum. There's a ventriloquist dummy that looks like a royal person. I guess you guys don't know what Strahd von Zarovich looks like, so I don't know. You might have seen pictures of him by now, right? Like somewhere, like the Lord of the Land. It's like
Was he in
somebody.
the morning newspaper?
He's like, I've tried over 700 years to do a self-portrait, but I never can see myself in the dang mirror. Right? You couldn't take a picture of him either, right? Like, it just doesn't work. And then there's a doll that looks remarkably like Irina Coliani. It's like auburn hair, like looks just like her.
Oh. How much is that one?
Oh, that one is not for sale, and he like puts it under the counter.
Why not?
It is a special request. It's a toy I make for someone.
Ooh,
Why do you want to know this? This is not for sale.
Oh, she looks
He
like a
looks a
friend of
little
ours.
he looks a little nervous about it.
Yeah, the doll looks like a friend of ours, that's all.
Just,
Looks familiar.
he picks it up again. He's like, this looks like a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Huh. He looks at it, kind of straightens the clothes on it a little bit and puts it back behind the counter.
So it's a commissioned piece.
Yes, yes, commissioned. Yes,
By who?
it's private. He wouldn't. That person wouldn't approve of me speaking of it. Plus, he doesn't pay me enough to talk about it.
Light him a silver and see if it jogs his memory.
He's like, he steps back. He says, "No silver to be
Or
traded in
Electrum.
Velaki."
Sorry. The equivalent.
Yeah.
Let me get my pennies out and count them
I-
one at a time.
I gave him 100 copper pieces. He's like, "Very good, very good." He says, that's not enough for my life. It's not enough.
For your life.
This person that has me make a doll every month. They're not very friendly.
Is it
And
a different doll or the same doll?
Yeah.
he
is it
looks
like a
down
whole
at the
bunch of these?
coins. He looks back up at you guys. He looks around. There's no one else in the shop. It doesn't look like anyone's been in the shop for a while. He looks down at the coins again. He says, "Perhaps one more of these, and I will tell you more."
All right.
I give him another electrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, that's. He scoots him towards his side of the counter, and he says, "Isaac, the captain of the guard has me make a doll like this every month, and he doesn't pay me. So there you go, Isaac. Come and do your best." And he takes the coins.
What's he
Plus
doing to
I-
these dolls that he's going through them so fast?
Sounds creepy.
Yeah, Blinsky just kind of shrugs his shoulders. And Piccolo hops up and down and does a little humpy action.
Is it the same style of the doll each month or different?
Same spell?
Same
Style.
figure, face, person.
Hair
Yes.
color.
Doll is.
Yes, but different clothing, different. Sometimes more detail. This one, however, he was very descriptive this time. Did you think I got the likeness? He holds it up again. I mean, it looks spot on like Irina. Like, even the same clothes she's wearing.
Somebody's spying.
Mm-hmm.
Following her.
He's like, Isaac is due by any day to pick up this doll, so I can't let you have it.
I'm thinking Ezek needs to not see Irina.
She needs to stay at the church. We've got to find those things. Bring them back before nighttime.
Ain't no time to be wandering around time like nighttime.
What's your best-selling boy's toy?
He's like, oh, the wind-up merry-go-round is the boys like it the most. And he points to
A
the most
merry-go-round.
expensive one. The most expensive toy.
It's a good business, man.
It's like, just 18 Electrum. Wait, how much is Electrum? 2 silver? No. 50 silver. No. How does Electrum work? Is it a 50-cent piece?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Half a gold. One gold's $1, and electrum's a 50 cent.
All right, we got to go find this boy.
He's like, anytime House of Blinsky can be of help, this is where happiness and smiles can be bought at bargain prices. Perhaps you find a little child in need of joy, a little toy for a girl or a boy.
Yeah, we've heard the spiel.
Say
Okay,
goodbye, Piccolo, my little
let's
pet
see.
monkey.
I'll
Dr. Seuss to his
hold my
toys.
pouch shut with one hand.
Yeah, make sure I've got all my stuff. Stupid monkeys.
Don't you guys have a quest about a monkey?
Yeah, yeah. I had found that and then I got distracted. Which one is it? The high card. Strahd's enemy.
Yeah, this looks like Strahd's enemy. All right.
Entertaining man with a
Right?
monkey.
Yeah.
Well, he does have a jester hat on and a monkey.
I mean, he's kind of entertaining.
Yeah.
Man is more than he seems.
What was the monkey quest?
It's the Taroka artifact card, high card. And the entirety of it is look for an entertaining man with a monkey. This man is more than he seems.
And the image doesn't have a monkey on it.
No, that's just the card. Oh
Is it
yeah, and the wavy image.
Oh, yeah, I see the wavy end.
Yeah, that doesn't
Looks-
really look like Blinsky, does it?
Nothing like Blinsky.
No.
Unless that's his, what he looked like when he's younger, or how he
Yes.
imagines himself.
Blinsky, he's like, why are you staring at me and my monkey?
Well, we were just wondering how you feel about Strahd.
He squints a little. He says, I am happy about Strahd. And he smiles. All will be well. Very sarcastically.
So you're
Oh.
down with the devil?
Of course I am down with the person who is in charge. Right? Just like you are?
Yeah.
He's
Cool.
I'm happy, you're happy, we're all happy.
All will be well. He doesn't obviously know you, so he's not going to swap intimate secrets with you. Unless, of course, you could persuade him or something. The CR gets lower the better your roleplay, by the way.
See, that's just punishing us.
I mean, if you do well enough, I don't even have your roll. But right now, it's a CR 20 to get the information you want. Because no one's talking. And I know Caesar's character's got the highest charisma, but he doesn't feel so well, so.
Yeah.
So you approve of Strahd and his way he handles his politics.
All will be well? He smiles.
I don't know, will it?
You're like questioning him, and you're like the cops, right? Like,
Where did you get this monkey from? Have you had him long?
oh, Piccolo was given to me by a new friend of mine. from the he knows the name of the place. The TM does it. From the Blue Water Inn. His name is Ricovio.
Ingorgio? What?
Ricovio. He is a traveling carnival man.
Okay. So a recent acquisition then.
I yes, he felt sorry for me for being so alone all the time. So he has given me Piccolo,
He's
my
your
new
emotional
friend.
support monkey. Got it.
Yes, sometimes he pisses on my head though. It's not so emotional then.
But for such a happy, joyful man, why are you alone all the time?
Ah, because I make toys. Ah,
And nobody
he's
likes a
like,
toy
it's
maker?
no fun, it's no Blinsky.
You should have children running around in here.
I know, right? It's no fun, it's no Blinsky.
What kind of monkey is that?
Uh, he says, oh, the gentleman who gave him to me said that you can use the baboon statistics.
He's a baboonsky.
For Blinsky.
He's a
Blinsky baboon. Baboonsky.
Castles and Crusades. Troll Lord Games. Oh, sorry. I did a spot for Chuck, and he's not even here. What's up with that? It's Mercavio. Yeah, he says Blinsky is a heavyset man who wears a moth-eaten jester's cap during store hours. Uh, in the past 6 months, the only paying customer who has set foot in the store is a visitor from a faraway land named Rictavio, who came in 2 weeks ago and bought a stuffed Vistani doll. Realizing that the tour maker was lonely, Rictavio gave Blinsky his pet monkey Piccolo. Use the baboon stat blocks in the monster manual. Overjoyed, Blinsky has begun training the monkey to fetch toys from hard-to-reach shelves. The toy maker has also fitted Piccolo with a custom-tailored ballerina tutu.
You know, if you cleaned up the outside of your shop a little bit and painted some bright colors that could attract children and passerbys, just to get them to come inside, you might sell a little bit more. But it's kind of dark and dreary and dusty and not very welcoming.
Ah, I will take that into advisement from a toy maker expert like yourself.
Or if you really want to make money, you might want to talk with the burgomaster and see if you can convince everybody that the only way that they can maintain happiness is by buying your toys.
Yes.
Because then you'd have everybody come into your shop. That's
Oh,
it.
I
Happiness
don't.
requires Blinsky.
He says, I don't want to ask the Burgermeister for more than he already gives.
Or just start spreading the rumor. Instead of is no fun, is no Blinsky, is no happy, is no Blinsky. Is no Blinsky, is no happy.
Toys are happiness.
I am happy now that I
Toys
have
bring smiles.
Piccolo. And I would be even happier if you would buy this merry-go-round for a boy or a girl. Yes?
Man, he just won't let go of that merry-go-round, will he?
I know, he wants to sell a merry-go-round.
And how much was it?
It's 9 silver. Or whatever equivalent that is.
The equivalent
9
of
tenths of a
silver.
gold. Or 7 tenths of a gold. 9 tenths. What? 9 silver?
Take a gold piece out, start snipping a little chunk off of it.
That's how
Here.
quarters got their ridges.
Yep. People would shave it off.
I'll give you a gold for the merry-go-round. I can always
Oh.
donate it to the orphanage.
You are such a wonderful man. I will tell everyone what a wonderful man. And he looks at you. What is your name again? Ah, a wonderful man named Search and Destroy. Yes. I will put that on a placard. Anyone else? I see you eyeballing this nesting dolls. You like the nesting dolls, yes?
I'll mage hand them in and out of it.
There's a desiccated corpse at the end.
Yeah.
It's creepy. All right, there's your merry-go-round in the party sheet. Look, it gave -9 silver pieces in the party sheet. Give me that money.
I took a gold off my inventory.
But when I drug it from the parcel, it automatically did a -9 silver pieces in the party sheet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
I see
next time
that.
you give money, it automatically accounts for it.
Like, right? That's handy. Was it always did that?
Did you use it from my shops?
No, I
Extension?
drug it from the story entry.
So he created the
parcels.
parcel with -9 in the parcel.
Yeah,
So it's a way of simulating selling.
right.
That's the old school way of selling. My very first shop's release was just a module with all the players' handbook items with negative prices. So you could
Nice.
just drag and drop it, and they were all
Well, I'm gonna
negative
take
price.
I'm gonna take the gold. I'm gonna take it out of the party sheet. I think.
Well, yeah, because
Okay.
Mr. Chain Destroyer already paid for it.
No, I meant I think I could take it out. I was like trying to hit 0 and it wasn't working. I had to unlock
Oh,
it.
I see.
I had
Yeah.
to unlock it.
Yeah, I
Anybody
took
else want to
one gold
borrow
off.
anything now that I'm here?
What were the other ones? There was
You got
the nesting dolls.
you got the headless dolls that you can switch out different dolls, and one of the
The
heads is
voodoo
a
dolls.
no
Some
eyes.
little girl might
so
like that.
The miniature gallows, the nesting dolls, the merry-go-round. What's the mobile?
You mage hand one of the
Oh, the-
dolls
Oh, the
into
bats.
gallows.
Bats.
and
The
hang it.
bats. Is that what that thing's called that you hang over your kid's crib? Is a mobile?
Mobile.
Yeah, Mobile.
What? What part of Alabama are you from? Mobile or mobile? Right? It depends on.
Well, mobile meaning moving around. Mobile meaning the hanging thing with the entertaining kids. They pronounce it different so you know which one you're talking about. They're spelled the same though. But they're
Exactly.
pronounced differently.
If you don't know what a mobile is, then you would call it a mobile, right?
Hmm.
A Playmobil. Good idiot. Oh, and there's
I will.
there's the dummy, the ventriloquist dummy that looks like Strahd.
Oh, but we don't know who it looks like, right?
Can we
I would
put it in the
I
gallows
would
and
think
make
you-
it hang itself?
You guys would know who Strahd is by now. Like, there's got to be pictures somewhere.
I'll buy that.
The dummy,
Yeah, could come in
Wait.
handy.
9 silver. The dummy is.
Dang. Okay. I'll deduct that.
And that one didn't give me the negatives.
Weird.
Oh wait, let me do it this way. Yeah, if I drag the parcel directly into the party sheet, it did it. If I open the parcel and then drag the dummy that way, it didn't do it. That's why I did it backwards. Did you grab the dummy?
I did. Oh, but you added another one, so
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
got it.
And I'll take my money back. Take my money back. 100 biddies. Thank you for the biddies, Gwydion. All right, so Blinsky's toys. You guys don't mention anything about Strahd or anything, right? I mean, you questioned him about Strahd, but
Didn't mention anything about him visiting Irina or anything.
yeah, I mean, you didn't give him the opportunity to ask you any questions about Strahd. You just Wanted to know if he was part of it, like Strahd and stuff. Of course, he agreed that he does. Hey, we're here. We work for Strahd. We want to know. We got some questions. Do you like Strahd? Do you follow Strahd? Are you happy? Yeah. Okay. You know, that's pretty much
Yeah.
what you guys did, right? He's like, I have a toy for a boy or a girl. It's a girl or a boy. Are you guys done with him?
I think so.
I think so.
I don't think I have any cool other images to show you. Oh, there's an encounter here. Blinsky. Let's see how tough Blinsky is.
CR23.
I think that you could
He's
actually
an artificer.
Yeah.
kill him with your mage hand.
Blink.
Choke him to death.
Piccolo. Oh, Piccolo is not tougher than him, but not by a lot. I think Piccolo would take him out, though. Piccolo. All right, so where do you guys want to go now? I'm going to take this map back.
We gotta go
Please don't
find
need it.
the kid.
And you don't need this map anymore.
Should we go back to the inn and see? He was headed there, right?
Right.
Yeah, you're only down the street from the inn.
Yeah.
The
We go check out the
Burgermeister's
inn.
mansion you kind of already been to, which is just south of you.
Um,
So you go back over to the Blue Water Inn.
Tea time's not till like, what was it, 4?
Find out who this girl
4,
is,
yeah,
too.
you got
We're supposed to go visit them for tea.
a few
Oh, yeah.
hours. All right, so you make your way back over to the Blue Water Inn, which I have a nice image of. Thank you. I like that one.
Do we want to take a break here, Drake?
Yeah, this is a good one. And when you guys get over here, I have this prepared just in case you guys get to a high enough level that you could burn it down. You could
Nice.
right,
That's great.
We're gonna fireball it.
Look at the dead bodies outside.
right. There's dead bodies out front with arrows stuck. I don't know why. I haven't figured it out.
Nice.
Some right, dead bodies.
Too bad it
Now we're
doesn't
just gonna have
fade
to
in.
find a reason to do it.
I know.
Right?
I
It
know.
looks cool.
I was like, there's an encounter coming up where they burn the tavern down. Yeah. You know I'm happening. All right, so
Those
you're at the Blue
bodies
Water Inn. What
outside.
did you say? Let's take a 10-minute break. I heard that. We're going to take a 10-minute break. So let me get a timer going over here for 9:46. That's 10 minutes. Okay, it's almost 11. But close enough by the time I get the slideshow going and everything. So we're going to take a 10-minute break. I'm going to put the slideshow on. It's going to play some automatic Liam McGregor music. And then we'll be back. So go get a drink. Go do all that stuff. We still got an hour and a half of Curse of Strahd when we get back. All right? So we'll be back. All right, we're getting back. We're second half coming up. All right, so the only other place that you guys, well, there's a couple of minor places, but realistically, the only place that you guys might have made your way by in town would be the town square, right? Just kind of making your way through town to get back over there. You're like, why are all these people like heading towards the town square carrying these stupid things of thatch or whatever? So you get down to the town square, and this is a picture of the town square. And the shops and homes that enclose the town square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes filled with tiny, dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks, locked in which are several men, women, and children wearing crude, plastered donkey heads. In the center of the square, peasants in patchwork clothes eye you suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the center of the fountain is a gray statue of an impressive man facing west. All around the square are posted proclamations. Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendants and children required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well, the Baron. So, that's little notes that are old, like they've been around a little while. Oh, good, good. Because the Wolf Heads Jamboree, you guys know, has already occurred. But as you guys are, like looking around, you guys see a individual that can only be Isaac Strasny, and two very big guards are with him. And you see him like talking to the guards, and he like points, and the guards go over and they like snatch down the proclamations, and they pin another one up. But this is what Isaac looks like. I'm getting to the image. You got to drill down. Isaac. It's not a shriveled up little hand.
Damn.
Damn.
You see the note that he pins up says, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the festival of the blazing sun. Attendants and children require. Rain or shine, all will be well, the Baron." That's what they pinned up. And do you guys like do anything, say anything, approach him, or just watch him and let him leave with his two?
We're supposed to ask him about the missing staff, right?
Yeah.
So,
Isn't
yeah.
there-
Search and Destroy will walk up to him.
Excuse me, Baldy.
You must be Isaac.
He's like, "All will be well." As he stops
Right.
and turns around and looks at you. He's not
Yeah,
quite
all
as
will be
tall
well.
as Grim, but he's pretty big. He's approaching the 7-foot mark. He says, "You're new in town. More adventurers.
Yeah, that's right. We're helping out your boss. We're looking for some missing staff. Heard that maybe you might know something about them that you could point us in the right direction.
You're helping out my boss, you say. So, are you new guards? What do you mean? He's hired you?
Yeah, we're doing him a favor,
I
seeing as we're
see.
new in town.
I see. He's letting new people do favors for him now. I understand now. He says, my investigation is my business on this matter, and I'll leave it at that.
Wait, which business? We're looking for some staff.
Yes,
Are you,
and
are you
I've
investigating
investigated
staff?
it. Yes.
Did you eat them?
Have you found out anything that might be useful for my investigation?
No, we just took a nap.
Then we don't have anything to talk about
Does that hurt?
on that subject. It only hurts those that I inflict with it.
Well, your boss said we should speak to you and help you with this investigation.
He said that you should help me with my investigation.
Well, not exactly, but you know, we're all working towards the same goal, right?
I see, but you haven't come up with any information, and now you're asking me what I know.
That way we don't cover the same bases.
Yeah, we can help you build upon what you know.
Right? We're trying to
I
help.
see. So the butler and the chambermaid have come up missing. None of their items have been taken. Did you search their belongings?
No, we figured you already did that, so there was no point in us doing it.
Give me a deception roll.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration on that, because
Okay.
otherwise
Did you
it's...
burn their stuff as you searched it?
Right?
That hand of yours?
He says,
Nice.
he says, so you do know that their gear and belongings have not been touched, like they didn't leave. They didn't pack up their belongings. They just like they left them.
Alright, so they had to leave in a hurry, not planned.
Or taken.
Well, right.
They could have been
Are they
taken.
over there with the donkey heads?
No.
Okay.
That's all he says. No.
What did those people do?
Well,
Guessing
this
they
one
frowned.
they they have been arrested for malicious unhappiness.
Malicious unhappiness. That's horrible.
Yes, spreading negative opinions about the upcoming festival will get you locked up fast. He kind
We
of
love the sun.
twirls the keys around on his finger for the
How long are they locked up for?
till I take the iron locks off of their necks. Or the Burgermeister releases them. It's not up to me. Typically a day or two.
Are the passerby supposed to throw fruit at them or something? Or find rotten tomatoes and throw at them? Or
He says,
what's the goal with them?
it is best to drape wolf boughs from their necks.
And bring the crows.
He says, I have town business to tend to if there's nothing else. I'm sure you have some missing staff to investigate for the Bürgermeister.
Staff and a missing orphan kid. Do you know this kid? And I'll press to digitate his face. Did he come annoy you?
He says, I don't pay a lot of attention to orphan children, but this one I recognize. I see him often. His name is Yiza. Yami.
We just call him Altar Boy.
Yolkman. He goes on about 10 names if no one corrects him.
No, we all just wait to see what he
It's
comes
a
up.
long name.
Is this boy a troublemaker?
Yaza, Yiza, Yuza, Yo. Got it.
He says, I don't think I've ever locked him up in stocks before. But he
Wouldn't he be a
is...
little short
He
for
is...
stocks?
We have booster stocks. It's a box you stand on. For
That
the
makes sense.
children.
Wouldn't his hands just slip right out?
They are designed for
little mini
children.
one.
Some of them are small enough for toys to fit in. This is... It's no Blinsky. It's no fun. It's no Blinsky. Right on the little...
The Blinsky stocks.
On the stocks.
9 copper pieces. He says, I talk to the boy sometimes because he, too, like I, was an orphan at St. Andrew's. What is it called? St.
Andrels.
St. Andrew's. He got it right. The DM did.
Oh, so you grew up there in that orphanage.
Is that where
It's
you got
just-
that arm?
He says the Burgermeister took pity on me when I lost my arm and let me stay with him. So I
How
didn't
did you
stay in
lose?
the orphanage my whole life.
How did you lose your arm? Must have been a tragic event.
I think he was stuck in the stocks too long.
He says it was very tragic. A wolf bit my arm off and killed my family, left me to die.
Oh, no wonder you didn't like these people talking bad about the Wolf Festival.
The Burgermeister's celebrations, all will be happy. No, all will be well, he says.
How
This
did
is-
you end up with the flaming arm?
He says, I blame it on tequila.
Tequila.
What
Yeah.
did she do?
He's got a lot of blames. Tequila does.
It
Dun,
says,
dun, 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 dun.
he says, he awoken from a drunken stupor one morning to find out he had grown a new arm to replace the one he had lost.
It really was tequila. Okay.
Right? I don't know. That's what I blame on shit like that. What happened last night? Tequila. All right. That's it.
grew
I don't
this
even
arm.
try. Yeah, I grew an
Enough
arm.
said.
Fucking. Where's my
Check that,
car? Like, who drove my car? Like, there was
Must
a
be hard.
conversation in my life that I was pissed off that someone drove my car. I don't remember shit. And then later that next day, after the hangover passed, they were like, "You drove your car." I'm like, that's
That's
even
not
worse.
good. Right.
You guys let me drive my car? You were fine. I have like alcohol that erases my memory. Like I get drunk and then like sober memories are lost. Like from earlier. Just total negative blackout, I guess I could call it. It's happened a lot. That's why I'm only 39 years old. All those blackout dates just erase a lot of memory. What else you guys want to ask this dude?
Must be hard to sleep with that arm.
He says, "It's warm and bubbly."
Yeah, but the ladies aren't going to want to cuddle up to you.
Yeah,
Mm.
don't roll over wrong.
Neither do the wolves and the werewolves. He smiles.
Neither do the men, I suppose.
He says, "The art that came with the module is pretty lame."
Right? This is so much better.
Yeah, this is
Right?
awesome. I love the art.
Where's the art that came with this one? Let's see. Where's he at? I think he's in the square. Or at the Burgermeister. Did they give me an image? Holy shit. Yeah, you don't want the guards to come. Wow. You guys could take them.
Let us gain one more level first, then I'll have Fireball.
Then we can burn the end down. Yes! Oh. I guess they drew him with other people, but you don't know who the other two people are. But there he is in the front.
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
Yeah, you don't look
Yeah.
so intimidating in that one.
Right? I'm like, "Okay, I gotta go find something better. Come on, AI." Right? So this is your competition. All you artists that are complaining that AI is going to replace you, well, uh, make freaking them do better
Better
art.
art.
If it's good art, I'm good about it. I'll pay extra. I went and picked up a takeout thing, and the smallest
Yep.
tip on there was 15%. I'm like, we, I just, you just handed me a box. You didn't do. You're the cashier. It's not like it's going to that guy over there. And like $2. That's all they got.
Yeah.
Custom.
No tip if I'm doing all the work, picking
Right.
it up.
I want to do that with my invoices for kitchen cabinets. I'm like, okay, here's your invoice, $10,000. Would you like to include a gratuity, 15%? What?
Yeah.
Why can't I do that? I don't. If you could do it for a sandwich, why can't I do it? You sell 8,000 sandwiches a day. Same difference.
Well, like a restaurant, you should do it for, automatic gratuity for cabinets of 8 or more.
Yeah, just
Yes.
add it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Family of 4, boom, gratuity.
Wait, we could do like the expensive restaurants too. Oh, we got 4 cover charges too, right? There's 4 people, so 4 cover charges. It's a $2.50 a piece. Thank you. That's what it was at the Breakers when I worked. All right, so you guys get back over to the inn, which is I'm assuming you're done with Isaac.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
not
can't
telling
think
us
of
anything.
anything.
Do you mention that you guys got his doll in the church hiding out? No.
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 We're gonna use that for a voodoo doll later.
Just
If it works.
stick needles in.
Big needles in
Eh,
it.
I'm almost tempted
Take
to ask
this.
him
In the
about
arm.
the
Stick it
ask
in
him
the
about
arm.
the Blinsky doll just to get
Stick
Blinsky
the arm in
trouble.
ice.
All right, so the Blue Water Inn is Valinsky's main gathering place for locals, especially at night. So it's like not even open when you guys get here. Like you got to knock on the door, and the owner comes. What's his name? Mar. There are the Martikovs. Erwin Martikov and his wife and 2 boys run the place. And Erwin, it's actually his business partner. Oh, wife and business partner. Okay. Danica. She's the bartender. And they are like getting ready to open in like an hour or something when you get over there. He invites you in. You know, come in, come in. I don't have any. I don't have anything in the kitchen prepared, but I could make an exception. What can I do for you?
Ask him if he's seen the boy and the girl.
Yeah.
Jessic and his new friend
Arabella.
Arabella. They were here last night. I saw them talking to Bruno for a while.
Who's Bruno?
Bruno's a local fisherman that drinks more wine than he should most of the time.
Where does he hang out?
Well, that bar stool right there, he points to the bar stool. When he's here, when he's not here, he's trying to catch fish in the lake.
How far away is the lake?
It's like a mile outside of town to the north.
Huh.
Like the village sits in the valley of this, right on the edge of this lake. I mean, you do have to go outside the gates. I mean, your characters kind of know this. You don't have to ask.
Mhm.
This is the guy that has told you that the wine is running low. Like they're going to be out of wine soon. They're like, can you go see what's going on with our wine? They gave you a quest.
Yeah.
I think you.
It looks like a lake. Bring Irwin's wine.
So, give me investigation checks. You guys are kind of poking around, asking questions. Let's see who comes up with the.
Yeah.
I'll use my inspiration just cause.
Yeah, why
Just
not?
because you want to role play. Whoever rolls the highest has to role play. Are you using your inspiration then? Wait,
Can I have
I
disadvantage?
forgot to click advantage, so I rolled it twice.
I think I like the idea in the next campaign, the house rule that inspiration can be a re-roll.
Like
It
that.
makes it, it
It's a
makes
lot
it,
more powerful.
yeah, it
Yeah.
makes it more powerful, and you guys actually might use it more. Like
Isn't that
oh,
a
it's a re-roll.
isn't that a
I thought that's the way
2024 rule?
It could be.
I don't know.
That's the way
I
inspiration's
think it's
supposed
one
to
of the
work.
things they're changing.
That's what we
Nice.
usually do for like my in-person home games here. Is we just do a re-roll because otherwise nobody ever uses their inspiration.
I always forget.
Right. All right, Javelda, you're like um talking to Erwin and the kids, and the kids like approach you because they can look at you in the eyes and talk to you because you're the same height as the kids, and they tell you that
I
um, they saw early this morning they saw Bruno um, go by um, the inn heading towards his fishing hole like he always does in the morning. And they also saw Yesik following him.
okay.
And you got a 24 on your roll, so the little girl or the Bray, the one of the Mardukov boys says that Milovash was also with Yesik. Milovash? Milovash? The
Yeah,
shovel
he needed-
guy. The guy with the shovel. That's your free 24. That's all you got.
All right. Well, I suppose we should head out and track him down.
Let's go find his fishing hole.
All right, they're out by the. But you said it's really late, right, Drake?
No, it's like 11 in the morning.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go.
Yeah, the Blue Water Inn opens at noon, basically.
Yeah, we got to retrieve these bones
the-
before nightfall.
It's the only place that's in the area that's open from like noon to like late morning, like early morning. So you guys are gonna like go towards the lake? Is that where you're going?
Yeah.
Like out the north gate? So you get to the north gate, there's some guards there that are like yawning. Oh, I'm so tired. I got on duty really late last night. It's only an hour till my shift ends. As you guys start out the gates.
Well, we'll be back. Don't forget us.
It's like, oh, okay. Careful, there's a lot of wolves and werewolves out there. We don't
We're going
recommend
fishing.
you. We don't recommend you go fishing this time.
Okay.
Because of the wolves and werewolves. It's very dangerous
Well,
to
what
leave
about,
outside the gates.
I'll mention the guy's name. Can't remember off the top of my head.
Bruno.
Bruno?
Yeah, Bruno.
What about Bruno?
Huh.
We saw him this morning. He was
Did you tell
all
him to
happy.
not go fishing?
We can't tell that drunk anything.
Was there
He
kids
was
with him?
No, he was so happy that he had his new bait, whatever he had in his sack. It was wiggling around. It sounded like a wolf puppy or something.
Mighty large bait for
Right. What's in that lake?
fish for whales, shark.
There's rumors of
Gators?
very, very large fish that would feed a Valachian family for a season if they caught it. But
Will it rot?
Bruno hasn't caught a fish in a week.
Well,
Not
it's
if he's
like
using puppies for bait.
right. It's the lake's just up there. Let's just go check it out real quick, and we'll
It's
be
just-
right back.
Just over the hill down the valley.
Yeah. Let's just check it out real quick.
It's like
Just down past the encounter.
I don't recommend that you go out there unless you're powerful and brave adventurers. They look at
Yeah.
you.
Oh, never mind. We're going home.
Right. We'll go find some.
They look at Grim. That's the only person they look at. You
He's
might
the
have a
adventurer.
chance. You might have a chance. All the rest of you, wolf bait.
Otter.
Oh, maybe we should just wait for Bruno to come back.
Let's just wait. Do you ask about the kids?
Yeah, he said they didn't. There was no kids.
There was no kids with him. That was the question. Did he have kids with him? No, he did not.
Were there kids that went after
Have we
him?
seen two
Right.
kids
Have you
lurking
seen-
around this morning? Yes, we did.
Where did they go?
We saw one of them over there, down there by that shack, by the gate, or by the fence. The little
How
one.
long ago?
Not too long after we saw Bruno.
Yeah. And which one was it that you saw over there?
The little one.
With a shovel.
No, the one with the shovel. He's like 6'3".
Yeah. All right. And then which other one did you see? Did you see a girl, or was it just two boys?
A girl? We didn't see no girl.
Yeah. All right.
We just saw the little boy. He was over there by that shack, by the fence. by the wall.
I
Was
want to
it
walk over
just
to the
using it
shack
as an
and
outhouse.
Yeah,
or-
yeah,
go check it out.
All right,
Yeah, it's an
so
outhouse.
it's obvious that somebody's recently disturbed the ground and like somebody's been footprints and shit. But there's a way to get out of the gate through the fence. There's like a hole. You gotta crawl to get out of it.
Secret little exit
Yeah.
entrance.
You
We can
guys
use that to come back in when they close the gates.
you guys look around enough at it. It looks like somebody might have also been dragging some type of metal object.
Like a shovel. Are there shovel prints?
I'm not sure if it's a shovel or a hoe, but something close to some kind of
Gold-plated bones.
No, we're not
Kind
looking
of-
for a hoe. We're looking for a shovel.
some kind of farming
We
implement.
don't need any loose women.
Yeah, you don't think the tracks are that old, like a couple hours maybe at the most?
All right, well, let's go check
Follow.
it out.
I'll
Follow.
follow them.
So are you
Who can
guys
track the ranger?
just gonna? I mean, there's a road that goes north. Do you guys like crawl through the gate and then try to follow those tracks, or you just get on
Yeah.
the road and head towards the lake?
Let's follow the kids.
Yeah, where do the tracks go?
Yeah, give me a survival roll there. They go off into the into the Flalich
Nice.
Svalich Woods. Very obviously, somebody has left like little pink ribbons tied on the path as you go. So Ross has no trouble following these.
All right, let's follow those.
So they're
Untie them as we
really
go.
they're really not efficient moving through the woods. Whoever these two people are, a little boy and a bigger boy. You don't know. You can't tell they're boys.
What about the depth of their footprints in the soil?
Well,
One's heavy, one's light.
you can tell from their pelvic prints with a 22 that they're both
They were
boys.
They were leaving pelvic prints? Now
Yeah,
that's
well,
interesting.
The way they
third leg
walk.
dragging
If they
along
What the
got-
heck are they doing in
if
the
they-
woods? Holy
if they
cow!
got-
I know.
If they got
Okay.
junk, the prints are different. There's a little swing to the step, right? A 22 is his roll here.
You're gonna get kicked off Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, we're just talking about pelvic prints.
No.
I'm not quite sure what a pelvic print is, but it sounds fun.
You see them on the front of cars outside the bars.
All right, let's go. Let's go the long way to the lake, like the kids did, not like Bruno
Mhm.
did. All right, I'm closing images here. Give me a second, because there is. I'm so image orientated with my organization that I have to go back to the map to click on the button that I need, not to the story entry and not to the reference manual, but to the image. All right, so you guys eventually make your way down to Lake Zarovich. The prince, you lose track of the prince just as you get to the mushy edge of the lake, right? The swampiness of the lake. It just kind of turns into muck and you can't see any prints anymore. But you make your way over to a road and you see like footprints all around the road, but these are Bruno's footprints, you think. And you also see some boats tied up. And then out in the lake, you see an individual in a boat. And you guys hear a crack and a snap and a thud and a ouch and a couple of voices whispering. It sounds like somebody's moving closer to you and not being very stealthy about it. Coming from that direction. Fireball?
Should we
All
hide?
right. They're not coming any closer. They stop moving, and you hear like a bubbly, poppy noise. That's their skin blistering. No. What? You guys just look? You guys, anybody like draw
No, we should
weapons?
hide.
Ready? Hide?
Well, not hide.
You're
in the
like, oh,
bushes.
oh. The paladin wearing freaking heavy armor is like, we should hide. It's the first one that says it. It's just not. It just doesn't sound appropriate. Everyone gets behind you. They're all like, "Woo, we're hiding."
How close are they?
Like close enough that you can hear them coming your way. 20, 30 yards.
Don't hide. Just
Yeah, there's not like
what
a
does
lot
what
of
does it
places
sound
to hide.
like?
Yeah,
Yeah.
does it sound like kids or adults?
I mean, what are two kids moving through the woods making noise sound like?
two little brats arguing.
What do two old ladies moving through the woods sound like?
Hags.
I mean, give me a 22 survival roll and I'll tell you their pelvic imprints.
Yeah, I don't want to know that.
How about a perception check? You can determine what these sound like.
Yeah, I'm not good at that either.
Whoa. Grimfoot.
Why are
Ross
we
and
hiding from a
Grimfoot.
couple of kids?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to you guys is I'm not going over there, you go over there. I'm not going over there, you go over there.
Yeah, all right, we can hear you. Just come out.
So you
Get
see
out
like
already.
you see Milovich stands up first, he's the big guy. We can't picture this guy? This is the one that came with the module. But I have chosen my own image. There we go. Much better.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Way more suspicious looking.
He stands up and he just frowns at you, and then you hear like from the bushes down below, you hear, you gotta help her, you gotta help her, and Yeska comes running out of the bushes, and he's pointing towards the boat. Bluto, Bluto, he took her.
Well, took who?
Who?
My friend Abigail. What's her name?
Arabella.
Arabelle.
Arabella.
Abracadabra.
What's he want with her?
Who's Bluto and why did he?
He said that the Vistani are lucky, and he's gonna catch a big fish with it. He's got her in a sack.
Arabelle is a Vistani, and he took her out into the boat out there right now.
Yeah, he points
Gonna
to
go
the
drown
boat
the
that's
kid.
out there.
All right, let's go rescue this
He
kid.
points.
Right?
All right, let's run over there. Can we see them?
Let's
You
grab
can
one of those boats.
See the boat right out there. You don't have
And-
the image? Here, let me give you the image.
No. Okay, so what's the range to where they are?
Again.
30 feet, 60 feet?
No, they're out there pretty good. They're about halfway out of the lake, so they're, I don't know, 300 feet
Thought it
out there.
Thought it was a huge lake. Okay.
It is. Let's take a look at the area image and see how big this lake. I think maybe they're not as far out as halfway. The lake is that big,
It's a mile and a half.
right? It's like, I don't think they're 3/4 of a mile out.
A little tiny speck on.
That's them right there.
It is them. No. Yeah, I think they're right in this grid because that's where the pen's at. They're right there. That's where they're at. That's where the pen's at.
All right. Well, let's
Are you gonna like
head
get in
out
a?
there.
What do you like?
Yeah.
Just
Grab
start
a boat.
swimming? Hop in a boat?
Yeah, let's hop on a boat. We'll make Grimfoot,
All right. Well, I don't think
row
all of
for
you
us.
guys could fit in one boat. So how many
Yeah.
are going? Is somebody
Search and
staying?
destroy. I'll stay with the kids.
Yeah. I'll
This
go on the
heavy
boat
metal.
with Grimfoot, making him row. So that's 2 of us. Well, Kenya's afraid of the water, so.
If we can fit one more, Ross will go too.
Yeah, Milo. We'll call him Milo. He's not the sharpest tool in the box. He's a. I lay a little mustard on my biscuit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you
so
guys,
the 3 of us will go out. I'll
right.
use Mage Hand to push the boat along.
Yeah, he's
Speed it up.
just splashing
One little
water on Grim, pretending
10
like
pounds
you're
of
helping.
force pushing. Yeah.
The foot of the mountain, nestled in the misty forest, is a large lake. The water is perfectly still and dark, reflecting the black clouds overhead like a monstrous mirror. We gotta read all the written text.
Heck yeah.
Pulled up along the south shore are 3 small rowboats. A 4th boat can be seen in the middle of the lake, with a lone figure sitting in it, fishing pole in hand. Oh, each rowboat can safely hold 5 normal-sized people. That's a decent size.
Grim's
Yeah,
not normal
Grim's not
size.
normal sized.
Yeah. Oh, his boat is 400 feet from the nearest shore. That was pretty close.
About a little over a football field.
All right, so he like through the mist and stuff, about 30, 40 feet as you guys start rowing off the shore. You come out of the fog or whatever, and he sees you guys now, and you see him like pick up the sack and bloop it into the water, and he picks up his fishing pole, and he's like just waiting with it in the
How
water.
far are we away?
You guys are.
By the time he sees us, what's our rough distance?
You guys have to roll a strength athletics check.
To
That's
see
how
him?
far away you guys are. Strength athletics check. Who's I guess Grim would probably
Grim?
be the.
Yeah.
Grim and
Oh, nice.
nice.
Even with disadvantage.
Yeah, it would have been 22. I think.
Forgot he has disadvantage.
Yeah, he's cursed. From a Vistani. This is going to be interesting. Roll
Hurry up!
faster.
Hurry up! Hurry up! Javelda's smacking Grim.
All right, so you do
With
get
a
to Arabella before she drowns. That's all you had to do. I mean, we could have stretched it out.
Yeah.
But
Well,
made
my plan was as
made-
soon as we were close enough to see them, I didn't want him to do anything to affect her. I know he tossed her over the edge, but I was going to cast sleep from 90 feet away to try and put him to sleep while we try to rescue the girl.
Yeah, he's
Like before he threw her in the.
If
He
possible,
kinda-
before you threw her in, but
he kind of drifts away far enough that you're like, yeah, maybe he's not gonna really interfere with us as you row right over there, right? He's just got his pole in the water. He's like, she's lucky. He's lucky. I'm gonna catch a fish today. He's still drunk. You can hear that he's slurring his words and like weeble wobbling in the boat and shit.
you're a power word sober spell.
Yeah,
Instant sobriety.
remove poison. Doesn't that
Oh.
make you instantly sober?
Yeah, I
Isn't
guess
that-
would.
Probably.
I'm just trying to imagine the effects of instant sobriety from.
Lesser restoration can remove poison.
All right,
There
so
you
you
go.
guys row over and pull this sack out of this
Yeah.
water, and you can hear somebody inside the sack, obviously. You open it up, and there's an alabaster white skin girl with raven black hair. And when you untie her, take her gag off, she's tied up. She's pissed off, too. She's like, I had another 30 seconds. Another 30 seconds. And I would have seen it.
Seen what?
Seen the fish. The big fish that I was being used for bait to catch.
I can
think she went
dunk you
under a
back
little
under if
strong.
you really want. Or Grim can.
She says, oh, it's okay though. I knew you were going to save me. I knew it.
You were in a sack. How did you?
I
You
s-
How
didn't
could
know
you
anything.
know that?
I saw it in the cards.
Which cards?
It says,
Madam,
My
what's her
Like
face?
Madame Eva did.
no, my father has tarot cards. How do you say it? Everybody says it different.
Carol.
I've heard
Tarot.
it both ways.
And I was playing with them, and I saw that you were going to rescue me from the fishing man. I knew it the whole time. Ask them. And she points to the kids on the shore.
Well, good for you. Let's get you back on land where you won't drown.
Well, I would love it if you would just take me to my father,
Where's he?
just outside of Villaki, in our camp.
Are you one of them, Vistani?
Why did you get southern draw all of a sudden? Vistani.
You
He's
Vistani.
20 intelligence. Were you a Vistani? I'm from West Virginia all of a sudden. She says, do you... And she looks at Grim. Not like Vistani?
They're fine.
Yeah.
He had an unfortunate encounter. You know how these things go. We're working on it.
Watch
She
your
says
back
a lot of
before you
people
eat.
don't like Vistani. We're not even allowed inside of Villaki.
Yeah, you're not missing much.
Yeah. Just be
She's
happy.
like, Yeska showed me around town. You're
Well,
all
they
gonna
let you in.
die. She says, you're all gonna die.
Yeah, probably. What do you think's coming? Besides more wolves.
She says, the same thing that's been coming forever. The Lord, the devil, Strahd. I carried this watch up my ass. Five
Yeah,
long
let's get
years.
her back to the.
Take her back
What
to
should we
shore.
do? Yeah, what should we do with that guy? I mean,
He's like,
we probably shouldn't just let him go,
Well,
right?
Put
Yeah,
him
he's
to
just like
sleep and then
he's just like slouched over
tugging
in
him
the
along
boat, all
behind us.
passed out now. You're
Yeah.
not sure if he's asleep or if he just passed
Oh,
out. You're not sure if
he's
your spell worked on
asleep,
him or not. You're like,
we could
he
just
could
dump
have more than
all the extra.
56 hit points. We don't know.
He could, and we could just capsize his boat and.
He's a CR12.
He's gonna eat a
But
can
can
of
he hold
spinach
his
and kick
breath
all
for
your ass.
8 minutes that it takes you to drown in D&D?
Skimphil subscribed with Prime. Thank you. I missed that earlier. 6 minutes ago. Thank you for the subscription. So, what do you do? I mean, you leave him out there? Or what do you do?
I say leave him out there.
And I mage hand his oars out of the boat.
Yeah, you can leave him stranded
One at
out
a
there.
time.
It'd slow him down from coming back in.
He tie his laces together on his shoes.
Yeah.
Tie him to the
Pours
boat.
wine out.
Oh, that'd be the cruelest.
Oh yeah,
Pour out
do
all
that.
his alcohol.
Just spill it on him. Pour
Yeah.
it all over him.
Well, he'll think
Fill
he
the
drank
bottom
it.
of his boat with it.
Yeah, pour it in the bottom of the boat.
He can still drink it. I don't know where you guys get your freaking alcoholism on.
Mix lake water in with it.
But, I mean,
Dilute it.
just take the cigarette butt out of the beer. It's fine. I've thought about it. Never did it. Look at all these people I got in the damn combat tracker. What is this?
Trying to kill us.
Father Lucian, he's not here. Freak, he's
Freak.
not here. Milo is. Yeska is. I guess I can turn those on. Because they're here.
Yeah, let's go talk to Yeska. Or Searchan can while we're out
Yeah.
chasing the boy. Or the girl.
I'd have been questioning
Oh, yeah.
about the.
I hope
phone.
you save her. She's so pretty. What do you want to know from Yeska?
What do you do with the
Oh,
bones?
birdie.
Oh, Yeska?
You might not get her back if we don't get
Yeska
back the
doesn't.
bones.
Yeska doesn't know what happened to the bones. He's like, I don't know what happened to the bones. He looks up at the big guy next to him. I don't know.
That's Milo what happened to the bones. Hint. Hey, Milo, you got enough bones in your body already. Why'd you need to borrow those other ones from the church?
Javelda's out on the rowboat. This
know.
is happening with just Sir
This is
Chandis.
Searchan.
Who else is on the shoreline? Anybody?
Rel Kenya would be
Oh,
on
Rel
the shore.
Kenya. There
she
you
didn't
go.
want to go in the water.
Change your voice a little, and you can play her. She would be asking all
her
kinds of
voice.
questions. You know, Sven was
Yeah.
here. He'd be drilling down. So why did you paint your little pinky toe pink? Huh?
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
So
But yeah, Rokenya would ask. I can't do the voice.
meow, meow, meow.
But
I have it actually hotbarred right here. Here, I'll do it for you. Here you go.
meow, meow.
Meow.
But where, what was the point behind the bones? We know you took them, so what did you need bones for?
I don't need no bones. I need money for the orphanage.
Okay, so what are the bones for? How are you using them to make money?
Oh, I take bones and I give them to the grave man,
Which grave man?
the one that makes the boxes.
Okay. Blinsky?
No,
No.
the coffin
The
maker.
coffin maker.
I know.
What did he need the bones for?
What did he want bones for? Yeah.
He wants bones to
hungry?
give me money.
Make soup?
I don't. Maybe. You make
How much
soup.
did he pay you?
He he told me he would give me 20 copper, but
You got ripped off.
he gave me 3 he gave me 6 electrum. I don't know. How many electrum is 3
That's
silver?
way more than
How many
20 copper.
1 electrum. He
One electrum is 50
he pulls
copper.
out a few coins and shows them to you. This is what he gave me. There's no silver, but it's the equivalent of 3 silver.
Okay. 30 copper.
So what is he doing with the bones?
Well, we got to go talk to the coffin maker.
He doesn't know.
Did you feel anything when you were holding the bones? Or did you just feel like bones? Did they taste like bones?
It felt like sack of wood.
You sure you had bones? And it wasn't just sticks?
Yeah, sure they bones, 'cause Yezek told me bones there. Yezek nods. Well, that's what Father... The father told me the bones were there, so why would he lie?
Didn't he tell you it was a secret?
Yeah. Well,
And if
I
you tell
just told
secrets, you're going to be
Milo.
unhappy?
He doesn't talk much.
Yeah, but if you tell secrets, then you'll be unhappy. We know what being unhappy does in this town.
No. He looks sad. He's like, but the orphanage needs money 'cause we're running out of food.
Okay.
Why didn't you just get money from the church?
Because we could get it from the coffin maker. He said he would give us money for the bones.
Did he say why? Can I get do an insight check?
Actually,
To,
Yezek wouldn't say that because Yezek doesn't know about the coffin maker. He just mentioned it to Milo. So Milo would be, he's like, he said, give money. We give money
am I getting
to
the sense that they're being
headmistress.
truthful or?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to pay a visit to this coffin maker.
Maybe we can hire him to make his own coffin.
All right.
Force him to.
It's gonna be getting close to tea time when you guys get back to town.
Okay.
Well, we gotta go to drop Arabelle off first, right?
Yeah, I mean you'll have an hour or
Yeah.
two, but if you guys still
Okay.
want to go to, whoever's going over to the Burgermeister's mansion
Develda is.
to have tea with the Burgermeister's wife.
It's been far too long since he's had a good sit-down tea. She's had to sit with Grimfoot for so many weeks now.
Are you guys gonna take Arabella back to her father first, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
well, that's actually
That's
the other end of town. She tells you that you guys have to go somewhere.
That's our new party, the child delivery service. We're
Uh,
just delivering kids from one place to another everywhere
you
we
guys
go.
gotta go all the way over here. Oh, only one person's looking at the map.
Yep, so I open the map.
That one? Let me stick it in your face.
Yeah.
You guys gotta go down here.
Okay. Yeah, we'll head there.
The furthest west you've ever been.
Oh no. We'll never make
no.
it back.
Oh.
Go fireball the camp. And
All right, let's take a look at this camp. I have to hit the play button first, though. So, several footpaths and horse trails lead to this location in the woods southwest of Valaki. So when you guys go out of the north gate and you start down one of these fort paths that the little girl leads you guys on, you can see that the woods they part to, after, I don't know, maybe a mile on one of these footpaths through the woods. She's kind of got you a little turned around. Um, so you can see that the woods like open up and they reveal like a pretty big clearing. There's like a small grass covered hill, um, and you can see some houses that are built around the base of the hill, like kind of into the hill. And there's like fog obscures the details. Obviously, everything's covered in fog and stuff here. But you can see that the buildings are kind of decorative. You can see like lanterns and wood carvings and sculpted eaves and stuff on the buildings. And then on the top of the hill, there's like a little path that leads up to the top of the hill. And then on the top of the hill, there's a big, huge tent set up. And then around the tent, you can see the barrel top wagons of the Vistani all around, and horses and all kinds of stuff up there. So I'm going to give you a map. Let me see if there's any lighting or anything turned on. Nope. And at the bottom of this map is the image of the hill. So
Maybe we can get Grimfoot's curse removed.
yeah, the Vistani love to remove curses that other Vistani put on.
Oh, we're returning the girl.
That could be.
Yeah, bring his daughter back.
It could have been like, damn it! Now the hags are gonna come back. Demand a gold. All right, so what do you guys? How do you guys want to approach? Is it all clear to you what this place looks like?
Yeah, yeah.
You like the art down there at the
I
bottom? I like
do.
that.
I,
Yeah.
I
I
like
like
the
this.
side view.
I do
Yeah.
like the side view on the same map so that
Yeah.
it's clear.
Uh-huh.
You know, I like that. Javelda would want to just walk up openly with Grimfoot and Arabelle.
So as
Hey,
you guys, you
Wake
guys
up!
get, you guys get to, you know, like the bottom of the hill, like starting to approach, and you can see a grim gray cloaked figure stands like right over here, like by this building. He's kind of eyeballing you guys.
I'll ask Arabelle. Who's that then?
She says, "Oh, that's Edgar."
What's her Arabelle's dad's name? I'll ask her.
Uh, his
Or
name is
mom,
on
mom or dad.
his name is on that other page where you rescued me. No, it's Luskin or something like that. Her dad.
Luskin a town.
It is a town also, but the town was named after this guy.
Okay, he's famous.
I got too many maps open.
Basically, I'd call out once she said, Edgar. I'd say, "Hey, Edgar, go
Lu-
get mom and dad."
Luvish is her dad's name.
Luvash. Okay.
Luvash.
Go get mom and dad. Whatever. We found Arabelle. And we'll keep on walking up the road.
He says, he points up to the tent. He says, "The Vistani. live up there. This guy is definitely not a Vistani. Now that you gotten a little closer to him, he actually looks like a an elf, but he's got dark skin.
He's a drow?
Look a little sunburnt there.
Um, I mean, if you guys had to describe him, he would be a gray drow? Or maybe a dusk drow?
Dusk elf.
But yeah, he doesn't like go running off fetching the father or nothing. He looks like he's on guard duty or something. He's just standing here, like looking around. And
Well,
you
we should
kind of
let Arabelle go
as
first.
you start up the hill, you
Yeah.
can kind of see the other houses. They have like other guards looking around the houses. But as you guys start up the hill, they just kind of watch you. They don't pay you no whole lot of attention
Not
as you
being
guys.
in any way stealthy, also not having weapons drawn, and Arabelle is walking freely. We're not holding her at all. But as we're walking up together, Javelda would be walking beside her, while Grimfoot stood just behind.
Yeah.
So as Arabelle gets a little closer, she whistles, and you can see that two guards that Vistani that were hidden kind of step out, and she says, or they say, Arabelle! Arabelle has returned! Everyone! Arabelle has returned! And you can hear like the whole camp like, yeah, Arabelle has returned. Like getting stirred up. As you guys get to the top of the hill, you're like, whoa, shoo, it stinks up here. There's like a whole literally shit ton of horse shit up here because there's a whole shit ton of horses up here. And you only see like 4 or 5 people milling about, right? Yelling, Arabelle has returned. And
Where is everybody? There's a lot more wagons here than I see people.
you see a Vistani male comes over to you. He's an older guy. He's like, who are these people you are bringing into our camp? Arabelle? These your rescuers? These look like strangers, not a Borovia. I am Pappy John Crack.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Crack.
Some old guy.
I'm
He's like-
Javelda. This is Grim. We found her down by the lake. Where's her mom and dad?
They're out looking for her. Her father is Luvash, and they will return shortly. She is safe with me. I'm sure you can rest over there. And
We'll
points
wait a
over
moment.
towards the tent.
Turn to Arabelle. You know this guy?
Oh, this is Pappy John Crack.
All right,
He's got a name tag.
we can wait. Just wanted to make sure she knew, it wasn't someone who was pretending to
Yeah,
be
no,
or
I get it.
stranger.
They definitely know each other.
Stranger danger.
He's like, come, Arabelle, sit on my lap again. We'll tell stories. Would you like a popsicle? I can't do the old guy from
I can't either.
Stewie's. All
From
right.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Family Guy,
Family Guy.
the old man.
Diablo Bob has him on speed dial.
You like popsicles?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, like popsicles. So let's see what's going on in the tent. Piled outside the wagon are several empty casks of wine. From inside the tent comes a crack of whip, followed by howls. Oh, I guess there are people here. The sputtered campfires fill the tent with smoke, and through the haze you see 6 Vistani passed out in various places on the dead grass. A barely conscious and shirtless teenager hugs the central tent pole, his wrist bound with rope, his back streaked with blood. An older, larger man in studded leather armor lashes the young man with a horsewhip, causing him to scream again. Standing in the bigger man's shadow is a third man, also clad in studded leather. He says, "Easy, brother," he says to the whip-wielding brute. "I think Alexia has learned his lesson." And as as you guys like open the tent and the little girl looks in, she says, "Papi, Papa," and not the big guy whipping, but the one that's talking, the brother, says, "Oh, my beautiful daughter." Do we have pictures?
Oh, so the dad is the one whipping.
No, the dad is the one talking to the one whipping.
Okay.
The one watching the one whipping.
Okay.
Oh, we have a portrait of Luvish. No, he looks innocent. I mean,
Totally.
and then the leader guy, the one that was doing the whipping, is I changed his image. This is him.
Okay. Nice. Nice and colorful.
Like Vistani, they should be colorful. Like the images were all like drab and like, where's the color? Well, they even have them all placed on the map. Oh yeah, this is the guy tied up. The guy tied up is a bandit. It's just a bandit. The image, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the bandit captain image. You know, the NPC. So what do you
You
guys do?
Luvash. You're
Uh,
you're Arabelle's dad.
This is my daughter. Yes, the one hugging me right now is my daughter.
All right. I don't know. I never hugged my dad, so I don't know. Well,
I don't think your
anyway,
dad wanted to hug you either.
very likely. Very likely. We found her down by the lake. You should really keep an eye on her better.
I should keep an eye on her better. No,
Whoever.
the one who is responsible for keeping the eye on her has been properly punished. And they look over at the guy with the whip marks on his back. He's like, "I won't let it happen
Yeah.
again. I swear I'll watch her, little
Yeah,
brat."
you're probably right.
I mean,
Looks like you did a good job.
he's like, "I won't drink again. It's my first time drinking." And after the keg stand, I don't remember what happened after that.
Hey, by the way, you know somebody named Bruno?
Bruno. They all shrug. No.
He was the one that had her on a boat, and we rode out and took her away from him.
So
He was passed out
Arago
drunk.
like rolls his whip up and he turns around and he finally speaks. He says, "This this Bruno, he's from Valaki."
Yeah, I think he's a town drunk. We left him on a boat in the lake without oars.
Mm. He's like unties Alexa, the guy tied to the fence post, and
Alexia.
he says, find you a
Alexa, turn off the
shirt
lights.
and gather up a couple of riding horses. We're going to the lake. I have a boat to catch.
Yeah, he's probably not going to get very far. We took the oars out and just left him adrift.
I'm sure we will catch him just in time.
So, somebody did that. I don't know who did that.
He says, so, you have saved my daughter. I am Aragal, the leader of the Vastani. He points to the camp. He
Well, nice
says,
to meet you.
he bows kind of low, and he says, what is it that I can do for you now that I am in your debt?
Mm.
He says, we
One
don't
of our
have much. A matter of fact, he like kicks a barrel. He says, we don't even have any wine to trade, unfortunately.
That is a sad thing. Um,
Wait, I got something. Actually, we're trying to get out of here, and we heard you guys can maybe leave Barovia.
We can come and go through the mists, sometimes traveling between the different domains, but that is a gift only bestowed upon the Vastani, not people like you.
can you
Right.
adopt us or something?
Yeah. Can you just like take us with you? Or can
He
we
says
become?
he
Put
says
on
there
a
are
hat.
ways
Float.
to become Vastani, but you must first give up your soul.
I wasn't using it.
When you're ready to use your soul and become a Vastani, then Lord Strahd will allow you to come and go as we do.
I
It's
got a question for you. You, you just said you have the ability to pass through the mists, but
I
you
do.
choose to stay here. So what's the draw?
Choose to stay here? We don't stay here. We are travelers. We only visit. That's why we have these wagons and horses. We come and go on a
Well, how
big
long do you stay?
circuit.
Are you like here for a week and then gone for the rest of the year? Or you?
We
There's snowbirds.
we have no rules. We have no time that we have to stay and come and go. We choose our paths as we like. Today, we are here. Perhaps tomorrow, we are gone.
Interesting. One more thing that occurred to me. My friend here, the big one, um, he's not so bright. We got into a little bit of a tussle some time back when a Vistani gentleman shot at us unexpectedly, and he ended up putting some kind of a curse on my compadre here, and we'd like to kind of even things out. And you have any thoughts or ideas on how we might be able to accomplish that?
He says, this Vastani curse is very powerful. It can cause many different effects. However, there are ways to have it removed, but many Vastani do not always wish to do so. It is a reason that you have been cursed, yes. But since
That's
you
why I
have
just came for advice.
since you have rescued my daughter, perhaps a treasure is in order. I can't remove your friend's curse. Perhaps someone in Vallaki has that ability. Perhaps a cleric, a priest, perhaps a father.
We can try talking to him. He didn't seem too bright.
I don't know who you're talking about, but if he is of a religious nature, he might do just fine. He says, let's see, Lavish is overjoyed and offers to repay the favor. He doesn't. Instead, he lets them choose a treasure from the Vistani treasure wagon. Ooh. Alright, so you guys get to choose an item from the treasure wagon. Where's this treasure wagon? Give me the treasure wagon link. Encounter, image, parcel. There should be a parcel. Where is there not a parcel? N9D. I guess there's a link somewhere. H. Oh. Oh. G. F. What? Bedtime. Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, we're 10 minutes over.
Oh, wow. Time flies
What
when
happens
you're
when we
role
role
playing.
play?
Yeah.
But we want to look at this treasure first, don't we? We want to wait.
Yeah.
What did I say?
I mean,
F?
Javelda's not
G?
in any way insinuating that we want payback. I kind of like the idea of them owing us a favor, but if they're going to insist, then sure.
I mean, you guys can always renegotiate that too, right?
Yeah. Maybe we'll save that till
Family
next time.
wagon?
We'll start off with the treasure.
Treasure wagon.
Give
Okay, yeah,
Sven
here it
and
is.
Marbania a
Go ahead
chance
and
to
Marbania.
weigh in.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Parcel Vistani treasure wagon. This is a bunch of crap. Yeah, we're going to start off with that, but it ain't going to be this crap. It could be a random roll or something. But
Yeah,
I got to look
worries.
through that. It seems like crap to me. But that's
Random
it.
roll
We're
on table Z.
table D, table A, table B. Probably table B. You guys are fourth level? Yeah, that seems appropriate. But hey, that's it for us on a Tuesday night. We're going to get out of here, but we're first going to go see if there's somebody we're supposed to go raid. Let's see who's out there. Raid channel following. Is there anybody that I know? Oh, there's a lot of people. Let's go raid Havoc. He's running some Tyranny of Dragons on Fantasy Grounds, so we're going to go set that raid up and say goodnight to you guys. What's going on? Friday night, we are doing Jungles of Cholt.
Yep.
Last session of Jungles of Cholt. Well, session, but we will have some one-shots that we're working on.
Hiatus. Yeah, before
Yeah.
it goes on hiatus.
Well, it's getting into tier 4. You know how hard tier 4 is. So I figured, like, cool one-shots bouncing around would be better than trying this whole campaign thing, right?
Yeah.
And then that also given Sven an opportunity to run a game that he's doing. I don't even know anything about it.
No
But that's
centaurs.
that's gonna be happening on Friday nights, every other Friday night. Matakiri's still gonna be DMing his Sorceria
Sorceria.
game, but on Saturday we're switching between Panovo, which is happening this Saturday. No, not uh, is it? Is it this Saturday? Panovo,
Could be
Mark
this Saturday.
DMing
Yeah.
us, and then possibly Robin is gonna pick back up on the last of Dragonlance that we started when Rob was alive, but since he's passed, it's been like 3 months, 2.5, long
Really,
time.
yeah.
I forgot what my character's name is. Toe something. But I know. But we're
Okay.
gonna
Toe
go.
Jam.
We're gonna go raid. Let's go. Let's do it. And thank Gorvidal for covering for Matic or for Marbania. So
Yeah. Thanks for covering for
Yeah.
me.
yeah. All right, here we go.
Right.
All right, we're raided.